it to him, pal. Give it to him, pal. Have you ever met the guy that you want?
Peace and love. This is yours truly, General Power, No These Shadows, hip stepper #1, better known, also known as author P.E. McCallum, author of the book NGR. What does it mean? An expose on the N-word from a hip hop perspective. And I told y'all, man, this platform, I come to tell the truth on this platform, and I guarantee you things that I say on this platform, you can take it to the bank because it's coming from a place of reality. It's coming from a place of facts, you know. And what did I tell y'all? I told y'all that the N-word, right, is such a powerful word that people can use, that people, particularly white supremacists, are now using this word in order to make money off of it. They're not only using the N-word, of course, they've been using, certain people have been using or exploiting, not using, you know, but exploiting black people, you know, racism, the elements surrounding it, the N-word and all these things. They've been exploiting it to make money, you know? And here we have Lilly Gaddis back again. Y'all know I made a video about her earlier, previously, and she's back up to her antics again. So, yo, man, welcome back to the NGR platform, man. Here, this is yours truly, Pal, back with another good and informative video. And I gotta call out these grifters, as Poetic Flacco calls them. You know what I mean? You know, because it's amazing to me that while Black and indigenous people suffered for using it and suffered around things and circumstances surrounding the N-word, our ancestors were degraded, were demeaned, discriminated against. All these things, why? Based upon the existence of the N-word. And now, you know, we were never able to benefit financially off the N-word. It's something that only thing that we have done is basically take it and embrace it as a term of endearment so it doesn't affect us. And I think that the reason that we accepted the N-word as a term of endearment among Black and indigenous culture is to soften the blow. So when these racists and white supremacists use it against us, it softens the blow because we use it as a term of endearment among ourselves, so it doesn't sting as much. But on this, perhaps, I'm not saying that is what it is, but maybe. But on this platform, the reason that I wrote the book, NGR, What Does It Mean? An expose on the N-word from a hip hop perspective, and made it available on Amazon right now in paperback, audiobook, and Kindle, is so that we, you and I, people like myself, people like yourself, we can control the narrative of the N-word. We have the actual facts, you know, surrounding the N-word. And, you know, we know what those facts are. The facts is that the N-word, Miss Lilly Gaddis and people like you, all right, you need to know and understand that while you're using the N-word in a derogatory fashion or for shock value, right, as a part of your hustle, you know, you're calling Black and indigenous people kings and queens, gods and goddesses, because the N-word comes from NGR originally, you know, and then over time, you know, in NGR, and it appeared in Africa, you know what I'm saying? First, it appeared first in Africa, and Africans used it among themselves as a word, as a term of exaltation. We referred to the emperors, the kings, the rulers as the netgers, the ingers. You know what I'm saying? And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But let's listen to a little bit about what has happened and what today's video is all about. This is a little bit of audio taken from Poetic Flacco's channel. Salute to Poetic Flacco. We're just using some of the audio just to make the point about the video. I'm not going to use the video, so hopefully Poetic Flacco won't mind me using just some of this audio from the video. We're going to review it because he has some really good things to say, and then we have to listen to what Lilly Gaddis was talking about with herself. So yeah, let's go.
So this racist grifter on YouTube called Lilly Gaddis has announced that she can't pay her bills because YouTube has demonetized her. Now, if that's not hilarious to you, right, what's even more hilarious from my perspective when I watch this entire video? Because I watched it from front and back. Oh, I enjoyed this video. The funniest part about this video is the grand delusion. A lot of these people, especially like the racist grifters, like the super far right clowns, so they believe like the world is after them. Like they believe that whatever racist grift they're trying to peddle online is so important and so impactful that the Matrix, the billionaires, they're after them. They want to silence their voice, not knowing they're as insignificant as their opinions, okay?
The tragedy of today that we are going to be talking to is not about black people attacking more whites on the trains. Shockingly enough, we are actually going to get to talk about something different. I know that that's a common thread that seems to be happening all the time, but today, you know what's happening? They're trying to keep a real down. They're trying to keep a real down. That's what they're trying to do because they cannot.
So you can't see her mouth moving. They blanked it out, but she said they're trying to keep a real nigga down. This is Lilly Gaddis speaking, right? Caucasian woman of European descent. You know, we don't like to use the terms black and white on this platform. And, you know, I've made videos about that. But anyway, this white girl is saying they can't keep a real nigga down.
Handle the truth. And this is just the facts. That seems to be happening all the time. But today, you know what's happening? They're trying to keep a real down. They're trying to keep a real down. That's what they're trying to do because they cannot handle the truth. And this is just the facts. When you come speaking the truth about certain things, if you're raising racial awareness, let's say, if you are, heaven forbid, pro-white or a pro-white voice out there, which I am, which I always will be and will always influence my content no matter what it is, they will try to keep you down. I've said in a couple other videos that there's a pipeline of cancellations.
These people are delusional. They're sick. They truly, in their minds, believe they are putting out profound, impactful work, when in fact all they're doing is lowbrow grifting. Nothing is impactful, nothing is intelligent, nothing is smart about what they're doing. It's all lowbrow, low-level, low-hanging fruit grifting. Let's take a look at some of the profound, impactful work that Lilly Gaddis can't believe she got canceled for.
What? Black women.
Hey, yo, before we get into that, peace to Poetic Flacco, man. Go over there, run over there and subscribe to his platform.
You tear your hair out by the roots. You put every sort of chemical on your hair to straighten it out, despite being so proud of being black. And then you wonder why you have alopecia. And then you guys...
Now, she's saying what she's saying right now. Like I said, run over to Poetic Flacco so you can see the video. But she's in full blackface and she's saying this stuff that she's saying. She's criticizing so-called black women or black and indigenous women. She's being very critical, but she's doing this all with blackface. It's crazy. It's amazing to watch.
Fight all the time. And yet you wear massive hoop earrings. You wear weaves in your hair. You wear fake eyelashes, you wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. Let me turn this racist stream around into something positive. Okay, black women, listen up. Listen up. A black woman is speaking.
Oh, at least she acknowledged that her stream was racist. She said, let me turn this racist stream around into something positive. Okay, well, at least she knows who she is, right?
When you are fighting, when you are going to bat.
She's not even good at what she wants to do. She wants to be viewed as a thought leader, as an idea giver. But she's not a thought leader. She's not an idea giver. She's not saying anything that people want to listen to. She's nothing but a racist rage baiter. And she's not even good at that, right? Because after a while of doing this shtick, right, people just kind of dismisses you and you're now just a weirdo in a corner shouting at the moon. Nobody can hear you. Nobody is listening to you. Like, you're not a threat enough to where the Matrix or, you know, like the infrastructure is trying to cancel you. Bro, you probably got flagged for saying some racist things and YouTube automatically demonetized you.
Yeah, this thing is big right now with these race baiters, these racist race baiters learning and realizing that, hey, I can get money off of like I could get popularity, clout, and money. You know what I'm saying? Off of, being controversial, using the N-word and exploiting the N-word and exploiting black people, me wearing blackface and doing all these things. I can get clout, I can get attention. Yeah, I'm going to get demonetized. Yeah, I'm going to get banned and things like that. But then I can create a GoFundMe or something like that, and I can, bounce back even more, and I can get even more money that way. I'm telling you, man, it's a hustle, it's a grip.
It's simple as that, bro. You're not big enough, you're not wise enough, you're not smart enough, you're not a threat enough to galvanize anybody around you to where the infrastructure or the matrix wants you out.
Video, the cancellation cycle. They try to defame you. They try to take away your platform. When they can't take away your platform or get you banned, then they will take away your means of funding the project. They will demonetize you so that you cannot make the money that's necessary to continue putting out the content. If they can't stop you then, well, then they try to either jail you or ruin your life through lawfare, or like what's happening to Candace Owens, maybe even put out a hit on your life. Well, I am in the middle phase right now. I was just demonetized on YouTube. Okay, this happened
Here we go.
this past week. I didn't announce it because I was trying to appeal the process and whatever, but that's what's going on, folks. I've been demonetized on YouTube. And I always wondered about creators who made a big deal about that until I realized, oh, that's like your sole form of income. So now I'm just making videos for free, and I have the electricity bill for all the billions of lives.
Oh, I'm just making videos for free. She's sitting here. Now she's got the black face off. She's in full mode, you know what I'm saying? She's in full Karen mode right now. She's holding the dog. She's got the microphone. She's got her hair all flowing, and she's just, she's just the innocent, stereotypical poor me. You know what I mean? Now I'm demonetized. Now I can't make any money. This was the plan the whole time, to use the N-word, right? Because it was that N-word. It wasn't just the blackface. That's not shocking enough. You know what I'm saying? But it's when they start using the N-word, like her saying, you can't keep a real, they trying to keep a real nigga down. They have to use that N-word because we have empowered that N-word and made it such a polarizing word as a society. We've given it power. We've given it this power, so that now when somebody who is taboo for to use the N-word, such as Lilly Gaddis uses it, now it creates such a ripple effect in the social media waveform that she's able to make money, and she's able to get more popularity and more fame. The N-word, I'm telling you, that N-word is considered, according to word languages, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken, but according to research, the N-word is considered the most offensive word in the English language. The most offensive word. A word that you call black and indigenous people in this country, that a word that was used to demean us, is the most offensive word in the English language.
Lights that's in here. I have to pay for the equipment, and you still have to pay for the people who make the thumbnails. You got a lot of bills to do, aside from the builds of natural life there. So yes, I have officially been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income. Aside from a few tiny little outlets here and there, YouTube was my main moneymaker. And I'm kind of stupid. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't plan ahead. I live in the moment. I put it all out there. I'm an open book. I live with my heart on my sleeve. If I say something, I mean it.
That's not true, though. You did have a 5-year plan, and you said it out your own mouth. Your 5-year plan was to rage bait black people with your racist rhetoric and rage bait us into propelling you up to be a millionaire as this extremely popular, polarizing figure in politics. That was your plan. Unfortunately for you, though, you came up with that plan at the same time where everybody else on the right was coming up with that plan, right? Where all the right-wing grifters were also coming up with that plan. So you saying the N-word multiple times, you disparaging black people, they didn't really stand out. It was just one of many. And bro, at some point, bro, like when you have so many people going at black folks stop caring. Listen, We can't even differentiate between you and Owen. Like, yo, the average black person probably just view all of you racist grifters as the same little clump of people. We can't even identify you guys individually, which is why it didn't work. I told you, when I tell you Lilly really believed in this business plan, yo, she really thought that business plan of race baiting black people was the way to go. Oh, she was so confident in it, she was on Twitter telling everybody, bruh.
Yo, check this out.
These black folks about to make me a millionaire, man. These black folks about to make me famous, man.
So what Flacco was saying right now, and thank you, Poetic Flacco, again, please go over there and subscribe to his YouTube channel, Poetic Flacco. He keeps us informed on a lot of issues. But he's about to go into a tweet. Let's read this tweet that he put up on the screen here from Lilly Gaddis, one of her tweets. Listen to this. It says, "Thanks, Black community, for helping to launch my new career in conservative media. You all played your role well, like the puppets you are." I'm done. And scene. Lilly Gaddis. Man, your colors, your true colors are it's all out there. It's all out there. I mean, there's exactly no question about your intentions, about who you are. And y'all, I told y'all that this N-word is so powerful that these racist white supremacist people, right? Because this platform, we embrace all people, no matter what your nationality, race, ethnicity, religion is. If you are for truth, peace, freedom, and justice, if you're for equality, if you're for erasing racism, if you're for confronting white supremacy, if you're trying to heal from the effects of white supremacy because maybe you were racist at some point in your life, and that could be a white person, a so-called white person, so-called black person, Asian, Latino, whatever, but you now have, dropped your racist ways, you know what I'm saying? You've eliminated that mentality, and now you're standing for truth, peace, freedom, justice, and equality. That's what this platform is about. And we're calling out people like Lilly Gaddis, who was bold enough to make a tweet to say, "Thanks, Black community, for helping to launch my new career in conservative media. You all played your role well, like the puppets you are. We're not puppets, and that's why this NGR platform is calling you out. And we're not going for that. We're not giving you any popularity. We're calling out the fact that the only reason I'm giving you light right now is to make a point that it's not just her. It's a lot of people that are using this N-word because this platform is all about the N-word. And this is just a prime example of how the N-word is so powerful. It launches people's careers. This is taken from page 53 in my book, NGR, What Does It Mean? And I don't care who you are. Whatever your political ideology is, I suggest you go get a copy of my book. It's available on Amazon. And this is from page 53. And I want to just give you a little knowledge about the N-word. The word nigger with the hard R directly derives from the Latin word Niger. This is a widely accepted fact. However, it does not take into account its African origins. Instead, as the article states, when John Rolfe recorded in his journal the first shipment of Africans to Virginia in 1619, he listed them as negars, and that's Negars. So it seems that negars has become nigger for us today. There are also negor, Niggor, and neger, Neger. According to the article, no one knows exactly when or how Niger turned into nigger and became derogatory. In my view, the word Niger itself was derogatory because Latin means black. And in European culture, black represents all things bad and has negative connotations, as in black representing death and wearing black to a funeral, or as in hip-hop group Third Base rhymed, "Black cat is bad luck, bad guys wear black, must have been a white guy who started all that." MC Search, 1991. This causes me to go back to the Greeks and how necro is Greek for death, then consider that negro is Spanish for black. Highlighting the fact that the word nigger with the hard R directly derives from the Latin word Niger. This is a widely accepted fact. However, it does not take into account its African origins. And its African origins are, as author E.A. Wallace Budge writes in his book, and I do quote Budge in my book. I quote him. In this book, An Egyptian Hieroglyphic Dictionary, he lists over 14 definitions of the N-word, of NGR. He lists over 14 definitions for NGR in here, and they all represent something aggrandizing towards black and indigenous people. Divinity, deity, God, goddess, ruler, things of that nature. So that's where the N-word comes from. So, you know, as you use the N-word, you know, get the knowledge on it. And what better way to get the knowledge on it than to get my book, NGR, What Does It Mean? So more proof, you know, it's ironic that a word that has been used to demean and to degrade black and indigenous people now is giving certain people clout, money, and fame. So, yo, remember, hip step over all your obstacles, no matter what's in your way. It's a mentality, you know, for you to just move right through it, push right through it, no matter what it is. Hip step over it. Don't let nothing slow you down. And, you know, we got to spread love, not hate. Because these haters is miserable. Misery loves company.